Hello everybody, this is Janice, and today I'm going to be working with my brand new Elmo's Party. So let's get started. First I'm going to show you what I made this morning with this cut. This is the very first page, and as you know, I have a little niece who's turning 2 in the fall, and we're going to do an Elmo party for her second birthday. And so these are going to be, I think, the invitations. I think I'm going to send this to my sister. She only lives 15 minutes away, but I thought it'd be cute just to send it to her so she can just be tickled, like Tickle Me Elmo. This one happens to be, I have to go look for it in my Gypsy, but I believe, yeah, I cut him out at 4.5 inches so he would fit in an A2 size envelope. And all I didn't do any welding. All I did was I cut the shadow piece twice and then made a little hinge right here and just did that. So I just find that to be super easy. Welding is easy too, and that would be, just as easy. You could do that, but then I would need to cut extra paper because when you weld it together, it cuts out like this, and then you have to add another shadow layer. So that would be extra white, and I'm trying to save steps and all that because I'm not sure how many she needs of these, but I thought if I get started early, then I can still, work on it. Even though, summer camp and everything. I do, if you're just joining me, just so you know, I run a summer camp in a community nearby mine, and yeah, need I say more? It's busy and fun, and I love it. So anyway, here is what we're doing now. Okay, I've cut out the pieces for this card. This is going to be my niece's birthday card from me. And I know it's kind of elegant for a 2-year-old, but she can't read anyway, and so it's really more for her parents than anything. And I tied a little bow, and I used all scraps. These were all scraps from my scrap bins. And look, it's a pop-up card, so she's gonna love that. And I actually have a stamp that says big hug, so I think that would be really cute to put that, and then maybe googly eyes. I'm just going to show you how we did that. This is from page 59 in that Elmo's Party. And there's a layer that says you're invited, but we're not doing that for the invitation. Well, I'm not doing that for the invitation. That'd be a lot of steps and everything. So, trying to keep it simple. But I don't mind making her one for my birthday card. So I'm going to make another one, so someone else is going to get one of these. I'm sure. You never know when you need a toddler birthday card. I have a few friends that have little kids. So we're going to get all the pieces off. And I cut all of these at 4.5. And I love it. There's these eyeballs. And then the eyeballs and the mouth and the black part of the eyeballs all are at one piece. So if you don't have a Gypsy, you'll have to just cut them out twice, black and white, and then just pick out your pieces. But with the Gypsy, I just hid the contours. Or on Cricut Craft Room, you can hide contours on that too. Okay, so if you notice, when I don't have my lens on, excuse me while I do that. Sorry about that. I'm having a tension problem with my tripod. I don't know what that's about. Okay, so let's see. Alright, technical difficulties here. Oh, I see. Okay, I just figured it out. Alright, now now I don't have a tension problem anymore. Fixed. Alright, this paper happens to be the Lumiere paper. If you can see, it's a little iridescent. All we're going to do is fold it. I'm not even going to pull out my little buddy there. Maybe I am. Okay, so we're going to score here. And I want this to be the outside of the card. Because it's the iridescent part. And then for the inside, you'll notice, I mean, you can see the score, the little dash or score marks on the outside, but we're going to work with the inside. There's these little lines that kind of show you where all his body parts go. And so we're going to start with his legs. And I'm just going to glue them down, and I'm going to use Scotch Quick Dry adhesive that I put in this little bottle that I found. Somebody asked me. Oh my, I need to be better about answering all your questions. I'm so sorry about that. But I got this from in the t-shirt aisle, or fabric paint, I guess it would be, fabric paint aisle, where they have like tie-dye stuff. There's this set of bottles. It comes with a big one and a little one. And that's where I got that. And it comes with different little nibs. So I just poured my Quick Dry in there. Okay, and then this has some little marks here, here, and here. And so what you want to do with that, because this part has to bend, so it's a good idea to score that. And if you don't have a score tool, you can do this in the channel of your paper trimmer, or you can, you know, just draw it on with your bone folder with a ruler. That works too. And so see, this gets, but you know what though, when I did it the first time, see, I already messed this up. I know, you guys were probably yelling at me. No. When I did it on the other card, I did it with ATG, so I was able to fix it because I made the same mistake. Alright. It's okay. We all make mistakes, don't we? See, Lisa? That's a joke for Lisa. She knows what I'm talking about. See, that goes right there. So this goes on first. I knew that because, like I said, I made the same error the first time. And you just line it as best as you can. And when you do this, you're gonna know better because you will have seen me make the mistake. So you'll be golden. Now we gotta stick this back down. That's it. Okay, and then we put all his little features on. Just gonna put the glue down first. This looks like sunglasses. Oh, let's make sure that this is, yeah. So today, we're going on another adventure with Robin and her kids. We're all going to the Brevard Zoo. Love that zoo. I love the zoo in general, any zoo, but that has a really fun water area. If you've never been and you live in Central Florida, you should go. I love it. You get tons of pictures today. This week is the week before I start my camp, so we're just basically like doing like a staycation where we're just doing all kinds of fun things that we might not have time, I may not have time or energy to do in the summer after camp. Okay, so look, so what you do is you start kind of folding it, and he doesn't have a particular place where he's supposed to fold. There's no indication anyway, but if he's kind of sticking out a little bit, you just kind of smush him in there. And this is going to be covered by a panel. And so there. Voila. Cute, huh? Gotta love it. Just for that, I love that cartridge. It's adorable. Okay, and then for the outside, what I did was I went in my scrap bin and just got some pieces here. This is just a green piece that is 4x4, and I'm going to corner around with the 1/4 inch side of the, this is the We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper. Okay, so that's going to go there. And this paper is the coordinations paper that comes from Joann's, which I love, love, love. Love the colors. It's a beautiful green. And then I had this little piece here, and this was, I wanted it to be 3.5, or no, 3 3¾ by 3¾ but it wasn't long enough. So I just added another scrap and used this one, the threading water Fiskars paper border thingy. I'm just going to put some adhesive right there and just line this back up here. Now this is really tight. Okay, and so we're just going to make it so it's a 3¼ by 3¼ square, and it's not exactly straight, and that's not good. I want it to be straight. Okay, so this is going to get a ribbon. Just got a piece of ribbon. I just get my ribbon at the Dollar Tree because it's affordable, but it's good ribbon. I like it. Okay, so this is a block. It's a 2.5 by 2.5. This is how I do my bows for my cards. And, you know, I know if you've been following me for a while, you've seen this many times, but I try to think of the people that are just joining me, and if they don't go way back in the archives, I mean, there's a lot of videos on there. 500 and, I don't know. I don't remember. A lot. So I don't want you to have to go back and watch them all, unless you want to. But that's how I do my bows. I use this as my third hand, basically, because it's nice and firm, and you can, you know, really tug on your ribbon. And then we're going to trim off these tails. And then we just burn the little edges there so it doesn't fray. And I did it too much. You gotta just touch it to it. Don't linger there. Okay. And then we're gonna snip the little loop that it created. And then we're just gonna take some tape and tape it to the back. That's it. Some regular Scotch tape. And if you wanted the bow to be in the middle, then you would just cut that loop accordingly. Okay. All right. Long video, sorry. I know you guys say not to say sorry, but I don't mean to go on and on. I'm really not a, well, I'm not going to say I don't go on and on, because I do. I try not to, though. Less talking, more doing. That's what I say all the time. And then that's going to go right there in the center. Very cute. I like that pop of green. I probably would have made it a little less, maybe like a more of a true green. When I say that, I mean like a primary green. But that's okay. I was trying to use scraps. And then for the sentiment, I got it from this orchid set that I got. It's a Stampendous clear stamp set that I got for $2.99 on clearance. And I love it. I'm going to get so much use out of it. So what I did was I cut it out, stamped it, cut it out. Then I attached it to a piece of red scrap. And I used my magic matter here to draw a line all the way around. This little disc just kind of rolls along with your pencil, and then it gives you an exact 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch, I think it is, maybe. Yeah, 1/8 inch little mat around it. If you don't have that, well, you can probably find it at Joann.com if, you know, if you're interested and like, I gotta have it. That's where you probably would find it. I think that's where I got it many, many years ago. But you can also just do it by hand. You know? Remember the day when we did everything? Well, this is still cutting by hand even if you use the magic matter, but you can just eyeball it like I'm going to do right now. And just literally just go around the whole thing. I like to do a rough cut first. And these little scissors I found at the Dollar Tree, they are mustache. They come with a teeny tiny comb, and they're for trimming a mustache, but they're perfect for cutting, doing this fussy cutting stuff. Dollar from the Dollar Tree. Gotta love it. So this is more like a 1/16 of an inch little mat, which I like because it just gives a slight little pop of color behind it. See? Perfect. And that's gonna get, I'm gonna actually pop it up with foam tape. And just cut 2 big squares of foam adhesive, put it on the back, and slap it on there, and that's your 20-minute card. But so cute, and I'm probably going to put some googly eyes on him. So thanks for watching. Bye.